and welcome to day 3 of the Big County Fungi Watch. Hello,
Hey,
everyone. How are we all doing? How are
we're
you,
good.
Steve?
We're good. We're starting video. Yay!
We're back. Yay.
Well, after yesterday's fungi extravaganza, we thought forget the bird
Exactly.
watching,
And
stick with
and
fungi.
we know that Jerry is a fun guy, so he won't mind us taking the mickey. How good was that? Oh my goodness gracious me.
How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad in some ways. I'm hoping we haven't actually gone live and then no one gets to see that or hear that terrible gag, but I think we're live, so it's bad news, I'm afraid. We're going to have to live that one down. How are you? You all right?
Yep, better than I was last night. I was
Well,
so
oh,
tired last night. I was like, oh,
me too. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm quite glad the clocks did go back. And by the way, everyone, don't forget to put your clocks back. We didn't remind you last night. Sorry about that. But the clocks went back, and I did actually get the extra hour in bed, which was quite good because I had to be at Stansted Airport at 5:30 this morning.
yeah,
So yes, that was fun and games. But no, it's been a really good day, hasn't it?
been fantastic. Yeah, I mean, well, probably for everyone that's been out today, the weather has been absolutely amazing.
Spectacular. Yeah.
For for the end of October, it doesn't get any better than that. I have my shorts on.
Well, you know what? I mean, I went out with a t-shirt and a sweatshirt on, and by the time we got back after the first walk, I was really hot. Carrying all the gear and walking around. So yeah, it was t-shirt weather really. Which is nice.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Mo,
Good one.
Mo Jackson said they've got a thermometer thing at their farm that registers the highest temperature, and it got to 18 degrees today.
Wow.
Mm,
Wow.
Mad.
Excellent.
Right.
Loads of people watching tonight.
Excellent. Have we got any hellos?
Oh, we got lots of hellos, so just bear with me, everyone, just for 2 seconds. Richard Chew, he says, hello almost a spring-like sunny day at Fingering Hoe today. Highlight of the day was, actually, I won't read that out just yet.
Oh, good.
Although, actually, no, I can do because everyone else is reading it as well, aren't they?
They might not have the chat on.
Oh, okay, so we'll talk about that in a minute. Mo Jackson, Tony Pickett, Paul Everett, Emma Robinson, Steve Swinney's watching from down
Hello.
south. Stephen Elaine, he said, ready and raring, not so rare on the East Tilbury patch, but 74 species recorded during our afternoon walk.
That's really
Uh,
good. That's
Nice
really
to
good.
finally get out and do some BCBWing. Michael
Yes.
Goodchild, hi Michael.
Hi,
Um,
Michael. How you doing? Well done today. We'll
well
find
done
out why
today.
later on. Yeah.
We've got Mark B, Mark, Charlie, and Izzy who came on the walk at Fingering Hoe today.
Excellent.
Um, they said, "Yeah, what amazing what weather we ordered."
Well, you're welcome. What
Yeah,
do you want tomorrow? We're doing requests.
about cloud and wind tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I've
Um,
only got hurricane and tornado left. So
oh,
yeah,
okay, yeah,
pick your choice.
okay. Uh,
Sorry.
Nick Warner, many thanks to the EVS for a lovely guided walk at Fingering Hoe. Tim Davis is watching. So
Hello.
he's normally down south and he's now up north for the evening. Hope you're enjoying
Excellent.
your beer, Tim.
Goody good.
Who else we got? David Smith is watching. Steve Swinney said there's rumours of a wryneck at Two Tree Island today. Does anyone watching tonight know about that?
Mm.
Jan Lewis, evening all. He couldn't
Hi,
get out
Dan.
today, but he's looking forward to the Nays in Hollandhaven tomorrow.
Excellent.
So that's
I'll be good
good.
to see you.
Richard Chews just said it was on Bird Guides, the wryneck. Yakimin Mole, who joined us again today at Fingering Hose. Thanks for another great Birdwatch, Steve and Matt. And
Excellent.
Frankie Robertson.
Hey, hi, Frankie.
You got home okay, Frankie? That's good. Uh, so he's messaged in Paul Daughtry, who joined us this afternoon, Andrew Duckett, that joined us this afternoon, and last but not least, Mark Nowers.
Excellent.
He said, evening, guys. Great to see so much energy.
Yes. Well, it's
Yeah,
that bacon roll from yesterday. It still hasn't worn off, to be fair.
we're like the Duracell bunnies, we are. So that's it. That's
Okay.
it so far.
Well, anyway, with all those hellos, and the show is only an hour long, so thanks very much. Good evening.
Good
That's
night.
good. Right. Okay. So we do have a slight apology to make from yesterday. I didn't check the emails during the show, really sorry. And we should have said hello to Ben Rumsby's grandparents. So I think they might be watching tonight. And if they are, hello to Joy, Richard, Pat, and Brian. And you're going to get a double hand wave from both of us. Go on, Steve.
Good evening.
There you go. Right. Okay.
Apologies, we missed you off last night.
Yeah, really sorry. I'll try and check the emails tonight. Sorry.
Actually, I think I've just dislocated my arm.
Excellent. Okay.
Sorry.
Maybe I'll be doing most of the watching tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Also, very quickly from yesterday again, I forgot to mention we had a female greater scorp at Abberton. As the main group walked off, I stayed behind. I was talking to Steve Entwistle and Daryl Rhymes. And I was chatting to Steve about how well Ipswich Town are doing at the moment, which wasn't a very long conversation, to be fair. But during that conversation, Daryl managed to find a greater scorp. So thanks very much, Daryl, for finding that, which is good. Right, shall we start?
Yep. So
we've got some guests, haven't we?
We've got some guests tonight. Yep. So last night we had Ben and Jerry.
Oh my goodness, we can't do the gag again. Okay, so tonight we've got Mel
and Tim.
It's Mel and Neil.
Mel and Neil.
Okay, Mel and Neil. And hopefully they're coming. Hold on. Here we go.
Brilliant. Hopefully they're
excellent.
Good evening.
Hello. Do you want to turn your micies on and tell everyone who you are and so on and so forth, if for people that don't know you?
Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, got you, Neil. Good. Hi.
Got me now?
Yeah, got you both. Yes.
Cool.
Okay. So do you want to give yourself an intro?
Yeah, why not? So yeah, Mel Shepherd Wells. Been a member of the society for a few years now. Did a couple of walks last year, and I managed to get a couple of walks in today for the society for the Big County Birdwatch.
Excellent. Thank you.
And Neil Sumner. I'm much better at bird watching in spring, really, but I thought I'd make the effort today and lead a walk at Bowers Marsh.
Good man. Thank you very much. Excellent. So I can't remember whose walk was first, because Mel, you did two, didn't you? So
yeah,
probably better if you go first and run through your walk. And we've got some pictures somewhere, so let me just scrabble around and get the pictures quickly. Hang on. Here we go. Right. So if I bring up the first picture, any second now, drum roll and all that. Here we go. Right. Hopefully we can see a picture.
Yes.
Hey, excellent. Right, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, so that's the map board for Connaught Water. For anybody that's not been, Connaught Water's just on the fringes of Epping Forest, very close to Chingford. It's off of Rangers Road, and it's a big lake with a large woodland around the outside. The downside with Connaught Water, especially at weekends, unfortunately, is dog walkers. But that's why we were slightly earlier than the 9:30, which most people go out. So yeah, met in the car park. 4 other participants with me. Brenda, who most people know, and another lady that had not been on the walks or any of the walks before. She's from Hackney, lady to the right there. And
brilliant.
That's my friend Jeff Gooding in the middle. He's part of RSPB North East London group. He's a good birder. And then to his left in this photo is a chap that comes out with me who lives in Epping. So he normally tags along with me. He was out with me at Blue House Farm on Friday.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, so we met in the car park and we ambled round. We avoided the lake initially because we wanted to do woodland, hopefully for the first hour or so, which we did, picking up the usual sort of jays and magpies and huge amounts of wood pigeon flying through today, Epping Forest. A huge number.
Yeah, there has been quite a lot of wood pigeon movement, I think, recently, hasn't there?
I hadn't really noticed it before there. I've noticed it sort of further out where I am, but yeah, I've noticed it there. But yeah, we were hoping to pick up all the usual stuff, and we were lucky to get on a tree creeper fairly early on.
Brilliant.
Everybody got on. We heard some Goldcrest and then eventually managed to pick one up. I can actually hear Goldcrest now, Matt, because I've got hearing aids.
Oh, you know
So
what?
I've been 15 years without hearing Goldcrest.
Right.
Um,
Okay.
and I
I'm
hear them
definitely
all
gonna
the
get.
time
I'm
now.
gonna get my ears looked at. I think because yeah. But anyway, yeah. Good.
They're
Okay.
honestly, Matt, they're everywhere. Goldcrests. Every single bush has got a Goldcrest in it. Just I've not
Wow.
been able to see them before because sometimes
Mm,
if you don't hear them, you're never going to see them.
yeah. Yeah.
So
Exactly.
up until I got my hearing aids, I cheated and used Merlin to pick them out for me, and then you
Well,
can find them.
there's been a couple of times where I've walked around with Merlin and I can
Yeah,
hear stuff, but if it's
yeah,
far away, I can't. And the Merlin picks it up, and you're
yeah.
thinking, "Oh no, really?" So
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
You got
Cool.
half a chance of finding it there. But yeah, so we had that. We had a brilliant nuthatch in a dead tree. That was really fortunate. And that was doing its upside down thing and all that. So that's really good.
Cool.
Um, I think we finished 36 species for that walk this morning.
Good.
Which for there with that amount of people about, there's a lot of children there today.
Okay.
But yeah, we got mandarin duck. So we had 4 mandarin ducks, three males and a female.
Hmm.
Um, the obligatory Egyptian geese on any big water body in and around Epping Forest.
Yeah, they're everywhere
The
now.
parakeets, jay, yeah, all the usual stuff. But it's a really, really pleasant walk. As you say, that the weather was stunning.
Mm.
Literally very, very pleasant.
Oh no,
But
that's
yeah,
great.
we were just over the 2 hours in the end. And I reckon we probably could have done a little bit more. But yeah, and that's really good.
Good. No, good.
So did you want to move on to Neil next for his walk, or do you want me to do my second one as well?
Yeah, no, we'll probably move on to Neil, but just very quickly, you mentioned nuthatch. I think nuthatch, just for anyone who's watching that may not know this, am I right in saying it's the only bird that can walk down the tree as well as
Yeah,
up? I don't
that's
think
right.
anything else
Yeah,
can do that,
yeah,
can
yeah,
it? So
yeah,
if you ever see a bird clung to a branch going down,
yeah,
it's gonna be a nuthatch. There you
yeah,
go. Little tip.
yeah, yeah.
Right, yeah. So
Yeah.
if we do, so Neil, you led a walk at Bowers, didn't you?
Yeah, it was a nice little group. I think you mentioned Ipswich Town earlier, but if Fingering Howick was the West Town where most of the crowds go, and maybe a bit like Connaught Water, we were the sort of Billericay town with just 9 of us, but
Okay.
a nice little group.
Yeah, we've
Make the
got a shot here, I
experience.
think. There we go.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, pick one. Yeah. Some quite a bit of experience there, including Clive and Joanne who are RSPB volunteers, which was great because they let us take the shortcut through the gate. As we spent a long time at the viewing platform, we're running out of time. So
Fantastic.
that was really grateful to them. Yeah, in fact, with all that experience, I didn't really need to be there actually, particularly as I forgot my binoculars, which I think is probably the only time in my life I've ever gone bird watching without binoculars. But I had the scope and the camera, and that was all right.
Yep.
And
Yep.
my son Adam is at the back there, and he was scanning all the time with his binoculars. So you can't look through all the optics at once. So there we were.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
yeah, and the series of birds. If you can move on to pick two, please.
There we go.
That was one we got earlier on. I think everyone knows that's corn bunting.
Mhm.
Nice.
And we had a nice mix of passerines and waders. We had stone chats, we had a few finches, we had a yellowhammer, and of course the great white egrets, avocets, which I didn't get when I did recce there the other day. A few duck and grebes. Amongst the raptors, we had marsh harrier, kestrel, buzzards. Um, if you could move on to the next pick, please, Mac. This is a question. Anybody like to have a guess what they are? There's 8 of them, and they're right above our heads.
Man.
They've
Oh,
got quite long tails.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, they're actually bearded tits.
oh, okay. Yeah.
They were just
Wow.
background birds today, really. Everywhere we went, they were up.
Ah,
They sat nicely in front of us in the full sunshine. It
Right.
was yeah, it was a really good ginger experience with bearded tits today everywhere.
so just very quickly, sorry to interrupt, Neil.
Mhm.
Simon on Friday. Was it Friday or
Mhm.
yesterday? I can't remember. Was it Friday? Yeah, it's
I don't
Friday.
know.
Anyway,
What we're talking about.
No, Simon said that the bearded tits at Haybridge were doing the thing that they do, where they kind of fly up and then fly down, and they do that at this time of year. So I wondered, I wasn't aware of that, and I wondered if any of you knew anything about that at all. Is that kind of typical behaviour you see at this time of year?
It was
Thank
new,
you.
good.
new to most of us today. Well, Clive and
Yeah,
Jerry didn't seem particularly surprised, but
No,
yeah.
I've seen them do it before. They just go really high in the sky and just like,
And then drop back down somewhere.
yeah,
Wow. Okay, because normally beardies are kind of flitting in the reeds, aren't they? They normally stay quite low. So,
yeah,
okay, that's interesting.
that's a great
Brilliant.
shot, though, Neil. Yeah, and I mean the weather ideal for bearded tits today. There wasn't a breath of wind.
yeah, it's
Mm,
really good. The weather was
fantastic.
balmy in more ways than one, I would say.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and yeah, if you just flick onto the other pictures, Matt, that was
Oh,
another highlight, but unfortunately, that spoonbill's got its spoon tucked away. It's a
Oh,
bit like decaffeinated coffee or low alcohol beer, really, if you can't see the spoon on a spoonbill. But if you go to the next pic, Matt, and apologise, it's a
hey,
bit blurry because I've only got a bridge camera, but we did have some quite good views of spoonbill and
fantastic.
great egret, I should say, in the IOC name as well. So yeah, it was good. We didn't get a peregrine, unfortunately, although there was, as I think J.A. Baker said once, I did not see a peregrine, but there was never one far away. I mean, the lapwings were doing total peregrine evasion behavior in the distance at one stage.
Mm,
Adam and I got on a very distant bird of prey, which had all the sort of jizz and pattern, and we could see a pail underneath. It could have been an osprey, but we haven't put that on the list because we couldn't confirm it.
mm,
It did look as if it was moving along the escarpment, sort of north of Bowers Marsh, down the ridge towards Basildon. So
okay.
possibly, but let's say. But yeah, all in all, very nice weather, lovely day, lovely mix of birds, lovely group. So really enjoyed it.
Well done. Brilliant. Okay.
fantastic.
And then it was back to you, Mel. I mean, talk about glutton for punishment. You're two in a day. That's
Yeah,
that's some going. Well done. Well done.
yeah. Fortunately, they're fairly close to each other. But again, I must give a shout out to my mate Jeff Gooding. He found an amazing cafe in Chigwell, and we had a massive fry up there to keep us going. And then when we got to Roding Valley, this is his nature reserve, so he can walk to this from his house. So he knows
Right.
it all the way around. I don't know if anybody's ever been, but it's along the River Roding, sort of between Debden and Buckerstill. Um, yeah, there's his map that he's got of it. Yeah, so it's basically a flood meadow all the way along. It's run by Essex Wildlife Trust, but it's open 24 hours a day. Anybody can go there. And it's a mix of woodland and scrubland, with the River Roding running through the middle. And then on the
Okay.
opposite bank, there's a big lake there, where they quite regularly get, yeah, that's it, yeah, quite regularly get red-necked grebe or black-necked grebe most winters at some point or another. But it's a really good inland mix of habitat. And it used to be a World War One and World War Two RAF Chigwell base. They
Okay.
run barrage balloons out there back in the day. So that was really quite interesting, and it's nice because there was quite a lot of cover. Again, we didn't pick up a huge amount. We had 30 species in the end, and some nice fungi, which I hope you've got the pictures for, as it's
Oh,
the
yep. Hold on a
big
second.
fungi watch.
Let me just
I don't know
share
what.
those for you.
Yeah,
Yep. Back to
I
the
don't know
fungi
what
watch.
yeah.
Here we go. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Well,
So this was on a bench. So
wow.
yeah, I know it's mad, isn't it?
that's cool.
Yeah.
There's just loads of fungi at the moment everywhere, isn't
Yeah.
there?
Well, a slight aside, as I said, I did a quick walk at Blue House on Friday, and we went to Hanningfield Reservoir.
Hmm.
I think Jerry was there, wasn't he, today or yesterday? I
Yesterday,
don't
yeah.
think I've ever seen so many fungi as I saw in Hanningfield on Friday. Phenomenal,
Mm.
man. And then the other one, Matt, was in the field.
Okay.
If you pop to the other picture, I think these
Oh, wow.
possibly are wax caps, but I don't know enough about these sorts of things.
They're butter wax caps.
Butter wax caps. There we
Oh,
are.
wonderful.
I've got a life tick then today.
I only know that because we saw one today.
Oh,
Are you
nice.
are you sure the bottom one's not an egg yolk that someone just cracked it? That looks
Yeah, well,
amazing. Look at the colour of that.
I know. They're quality, aren't they?
Stunning, aren't they? Stunning.
Brilliant.
But yeah, so we carried on. So going back, we had another lady. So we had three participants of this: Jeff and Brenda, who had done the morning walk, and then a
Mhm.
new lady called Julie. She's from Ilford, Didn't it came up on Facebook apparently, and she thought, oh well, let's give it a go. She's never done anything with Essex Birdwatching, so that was 2 potential brand new members we got today that are going to come. I think they might be watching tonight, at least one of them, so that would be nice.
Oh well, if they are, hello.
Yeah. So 36 species we had at Connaught Water and 30 at this second location, and we added kingfisher. We had a couple of views of kingfisher, which was nice.
Nice.
We added little egret there. I can't remember what else we added, but yeah, no, it was a really pleasant walk. Again, plenty of woodland stuff, so loads of long-tailed tits flitting about, and blue tits and great tits, and all the usual sort of stuff. But again, when you get the other side of the river, it's dog walkers. So again, it's probably a bit late in the day, but yeah, it's a really, really pleasant walk, and it's a walk you can do by getting off the tube. So you can walk through from Debden, Loughton, or Buckerstill stations. The same as when you do Connaught Water, you can walk to that from Chingford railway station.
Okay, brilliant.
If you wanted to do greenbirding, you could quite easily do them that way round.
Yeah,
but
fantastic.
yeah, no, really, really, really good day, good group of people, and yeah.
And we couldn't have asked for better weather either, could we? So fabulous. So, well, thank you both so much, and again, thanks to all of the people that turned out to all 3 walks.
Definitely.
Yeah, really, really good. And it's just good. And thanks again to you, Steve, because you arranged where the walks were going to be, and I think we've kind of covered quite a lot of the areas of the county to give people that might live elsewhere a chance to come to 1 or 2 of these walks. So I think that's really, really good that people can come out and get involved, and it's great to see some new faces as well. We've seen quite a few new faces.
Neil, Brenda was desperate to go on your walk today, but she decided to do my 2 walks because she'd not done either of them before. But yeah, she was desperate to go out on your walk today.
Brenda turned up for the last one we did at Bowers Marsh in the spring last year, so I sort of half expected to see her there, really.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know if you can. I'll tell a story. The very first time I met Brenda was in 2022 at the end of the fair that we held on my local patch and nature reserve. I used to be very involved with Mill Meadows in Billericay, and she came and introduced herself, and she'd said she'd had something very exciting happen to her the day before. She saw a peregrine falcon, and she was telling me where this was, and I heard this gull calling, sort of that mobbing call, and I looked up, and there we are in the middle of Billericay, and there was a black-headed gull mobbing a peregrine falcon, just as she was describing it, as she'd seen one the day before. Was very excited, and I said, "That's a peregrine falcon." And it drifted off in the direction of the River Wid. Yeah. That's quite an introduction. So I would have liked Brenda there. I think we could have got a peregrine, probably could have confirmed whether we got an osprey and a few other things, something. Yeah,
absolutely. Well, maybe for next year's Big County Birdwatch, Brenda can clone herself and come to all the walks. That'd be amazing. That'd be really good. Yeah. Great. Okay. Well, thanks very much, guys. Are there any questions in the chat, Steve? Anything?
Let me have a quick look. Oh, so look, Tim Davis is all going well in Wheelie. That was good, wasn't it? Michael Goodchild asks whether you heard a Dunnet today, Matt.
Well, I don't know. If I can borrow Mel's hearing aids, I might be able to hear a Dunnet. Yeah.
And then Mark now has a couple of things from Mark. Firstly, so the nuthatch goes up and down the tree. So does black and white warbler.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah, it's a bit of a curveball thrown in there.
I better go and check back through all my nuthatch records then.
And then Mark did take his bins into Essex today, but for a couple of hours first thing, he saw over 800 wood pigeons on the move, mostly moving southwest and quite high as well. So like you were saying, Mel, lots of pigeons on the move today. And Frankie's just made he said, don't forget to mention the post on a crow gag.
Ah, okay. We'll cover that in a bit.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay, all right. Right, is that it? Is that everything?
Yep, it's all good.
Brilliant. Okay, well, thanks very much, guys. Thanks for coming on, and good birding for the rest of the event. Good birding for tomorrow. and for
Yeah.
the rest of the week, and so on and so forth. And maybe, I don't know, if you're free on Thursday, you want to come along to the Southend Pier, you'd be more than welcome.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll be talking about that a bit later on as well. So
Cool.
fabulous. Thank you very much indeed. Thanks both of you.
Cheers,
Cheers. Take
guys.
care.
Bye.
Bye bye
Bye.
bye 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 bye. Right. There we go.
I
Oh,
think
that was good.
that was nice. Very
Yeah.
good.
And it is good. It's genuinely, really, really good to see new faces. There's actually been, I think they might be watching tonight, and I'm absolutely terrible. I didn't get their names. If they are watching and can put their names in the chat, it would be really good. But there's been a young couple who were at walks yesterday and today. They're at Aberton and Fingering Hoe. Really enthusiastic, really nice young couple. And being a complete dimbo, I've actually either forgotten their names if I did ask, or I didn't ask, so I do apologise. But hopefully they know who they are. And I
In the
think,
chat.
yeah, I think I think the young lady, I think her brother is a bit of a birder, and she was seeing things that he hadn't seen yet. So there's obviously going to be a bit of sibling rivalry there going on. Maybe I don't know, but yeah, if they can put their names in the chat, that'd be great. But thank you for coming, and to
Thank
all
you
of the
very
new
much.
faces. Yeah, it's been brilliant. It's been brilliant. Right, we were at Aberton, weren't we?
No, fingering her.
We were at Fingering Hoe, weren't we? Can we pretend that didn't happen? We were at
Do
Fingering Hoe, weren't
you know what, mate? Just think, just 24 hours to go, and then we can we can book ourselves into the padded cell
we? Exactly.
that's
Yeah, yeah,
waiting for us.
yeah.
But
I think I need that.
yeah, so yes, we were at fingering her.
Yes, we were. Thanks, Steve. And what did we see at Fingering Hoe?
We saw some lovely fungi.
We did actually. Have you got some pictures?
I've got a few pictures. They're not in any particular order, I'm afraid. So,
Oh, okay,
well, in fact, they're all in alphabetical order, like most of my pictures are. So,
cool. Here's a picture of an aardvark.
I know with B.
Oh,
So
that's nice.
that's the butterwack cap.
That's lovely.
It's not a great picture, but I think Mel's ones were a bit more fresher than ours.
Mm.
But yes,
It's
I
a
can't believe.
lovely colour, though, isn't it? Lovely colour.
Do you know what? I can't believe we're talking about fungi.
Yeah, but you know what? Who cares? I mean, ultimately, we are out bird watching, obviously, but when you're out bird watching, you're not just looking at birds, are you? If a rabbit, particularly Mark Nowers loves his rabbits, so if a rabbit pops out, he's going to count them. If you see a badger or a fox or fungi or interesting plants, it's about nature, really, isn't it? So yeah,
Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't just walk around with your eyes closed. So
dig
yeah,
up the
so
fungi.
butter wax cap. There's a nice little reed bunting.
Lovely.
Not so many pictures from me today because we were just
Me neither. Yeah,
busy birding. But yeah, reed bunting.
nice
This was
male reed bunting, that one. Lovely.
yeah. Reed bunting. This was pretty cool on our fungi. This is coral tooth fungus.
That's
Quite
really,
nice,
really, really attractive,
lovely
isn't it?
sort of. Yeah, that's really cool. Like icicles.
Mm.
So that was nice.
That's quite rare, isn't it? That one.
Oh, I can't believe I'm showing pictures of fungus.
I know.
This is not deliberate either. This is actually what we saw today. A nice parasol mushroom, which was quite good. Lovely great spotted woodpecker that we all had lovely views of this afternoon.
Is that some fungi underneath it? No, not really. I'm joking. I'm joking.
I was actually looking behind the webcam then. And then bird of the day
Yeah,
was this bad boy, bad girl.
amazing.
Lovely osprey, which I don't know who found it originally this morning.
John Norgate.
Oh, Johnny Norgate. Yeah, John
He
Norgate
did.
found it.
Yeah, big up Johnny Norgate, because I was watching a buzzard through my binoculars miles away over a wood, and I said, "Oh, I've got a very distant buzzard," and then John Norgate said, "No, it's an osprey," and I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, "No, it's definitely a buzzard," and I looked at John and he's looking over there. Okay, so yeah, really good, really good.
So it was miles away, wasn't it? And then we went down to Margaret Hyde, and as we were just about to come around, turn around and come back, it was right over us.
Yeah, I mean, I think there were a few people that had never seen osprey before. I was going to say buzzard. There's a few people that never seen osprey before, and the morning view was nice, or the first view was nice because you could see what it was through the scopes. But yeah, I mean, when it came past a bit later on, it was just spectacular, wasn't it?
It was. And then the participants that came on this afternoon's walk, Michael Goodchild, who's watching tonight, he expertly picked it out across the other side of the river, just flying along, carrying a fish, didn't he?
Well, again, there's a story with that. So we'd seen a couple of marsh harriers, hadn't we? And I picked up a marsh harrier to the right. So I said, "Oh, I think I've got another marsh harrier." And then I heard Michael Goodchild say, "No, no, it's an osprey." No word of a lie. I looked round and he's looking over there again. So basically, the moral of the story: if you go bird watching with me and want to see an osprey, look the other way. If you look the other way, you're going to see an osprey. Okay.
Excellent, excellent.
Oh
And
dear.
then last but not least from me is this nice red wing
Oh, cracker.
that just perched up. These
Gorgeous.
were found by Ben Mack this morning
Yeah,
as we wandered out towards the
I think
intertidal area. So yeah, red wing. Oh, and then yeah, willow emerald damselfly.
cracking. Gorgeous.
So yeah, so
Yeah, we had
that's
some nice stuff.
me. That's very short and sweet from me tonight.
Cool. Well, I'll just share a few
So you got
pictures
some
again,
pictures?
same sort of thing. Hang on. Right, here we go. So, first one, we had a lot of people turn up today,
We did.
didn't we?
Like people. This is
Yeah.
the first. This is the number of
So,
people on the first walk.
yes, well, not quite all of them. I think there's actually, you can see shadows down here. One of these shadows does belong to Michael Goodchild. He was out of the photo, unfortunately.
Oh,
But I think we had 50 people on the first walk.
yeah,
Um,
56. I think when they're 56
was
people.
it 56? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
And the afternoon walk, I think, wasn't far off that. And there was a bit of a changing of the guard as well. So some people went and new people turned up. I didn't get a group shot in the afternoon, unfortunately. But yeah, that was really good. Obviously, the gentleman on the right-hand side was a bit camera shy. I noticed him earlier. There you go. I probably didn't shout loud enough. There's a photo coming, so probably my fault.
He's
um,
probably watching a fire crest in the bush and we've never
yeah,
didn't notice it.
probably got a yellow-browed warbler or something. Yeah. So that was really good. And again, some nice new faces there. There's a young gentleman here in the green with his dad, and that was his first osprey he'd ever seen. I think he was quite pleased to see that as well. So thanks everyone for coming. And mine are going to be fairly similar to yours. So yeah, you've got this wonderful fungi at the beginning. What was it called again? I'm such a
Coral
tooth.
tooth.
Coral tooth.
Coral tooth.
Coral tooth fungi. It's fascinating, isn't it? Just the detail on that. It's just a wonderful, wonderful piece of fungi. Um, I got a blurry, hazy because the weather was so great, and obviously when you're looking at stuff far away, you get the heat haze, don't you? So it doesn't matter whether you're looking through your telescope or camera, you're going to get a bit of heat haze. But there was this golden plover on an island, wasn't there? And it was there in the morning.
Yeah, really nice views, wasn't there?
Yeah, I mean it looked spectacular through the scope, and the camera doesn't really do it justice. Bit of heat haze, but it was there in the afternoon as well, doesn't it? So it's
Yeah,
obviously just hanging out on that island, I guess. But that was
yeah,
nice to see.
yeah. I don't
We
know
did
quite
see.
what it's doing.
No, we saw a lot of golden plover, didn't we, over the far side of the river? But this one did the good thing and came close for everyone to get a nice view.
Yep,
That was the parasol fungi, which I've
yep.
got a shot against my foot in a minute to show people how big that is. Obviously, the willow emerald damselfly, but this part here, it was reflecting the light. It doesn't show on the picture, but when you see it, the light was really reflecting beautifully, wasn't it?
Yeah, wonderful, wasn't it? I mean, nice to see those. I've not seen one for a while, so
No, no. And then yeah, we got the osprey. So similar set of pictures really, but nice to see. And you've got the fungi with my foot. Now I don't have tiny feet. I'm a size 9. I'm not huge, but about average.
that's
But there
good.
you go. I mean, that's bigger than my foot. It was huge.
That's huge. It's like a
Yeah,
dinner plate.
absolutely huge. It really was. Very.
That's probably the size of the dinner plate that Mel had his full English breakfast on this morning.
No, that was fantastic. I mean, for me, believe it or not, I know we saw an osprey, but seeing that fungi was a real highlight because I've never seen something like that before, and that was just gigantic, so impressive. So yeah, there you go. Right, we've got some pictures from viewers as well, and John Ward has fantastically done a video of today. Somehow, I don't know what, I don't even know what's in it yet. I've just downloaded it, so we'll have a look at that in a minute as well. But is there anything in the chat?
Yeah, we have. So John Norgate said the couple's name he thinks were Claire and Chris.
Claire and Chris. Right.
Ah, fantastic. So good evening, Claire and Chris, if you're watching tonight.
Yes. Good evening, Claire and Chris. Yes. And we've got your names. I'll write them down and probably forget them next time I see you. But Claire and Chris, hi. And thanks so much for coming the last couple of days. Anything else?
Mark now says 2 rabbits, please. No idea what he's on about. Anyway, yeah, Michael Goodchild caught up with the coral tooth fungus that we talked about today.
Excellent.
Steve Swinney, a few things from Steve. He said he had 3 boxes today to put fright into Mark's rabbits. And also he said that there was a bittern reported from Bowers Marsh today by Tim Bourne.
Oh, wow.
On the Southend Ornithological Group website.
Okay.
And he said that fungus was probably a sombrero fungus, as opposed to a parrot. And then Jim Hume, he said, evening all, super morning at EWT fingering her wick. Thanks for a great guided walk, Matt and Steve. So,
well, thanks, Jim, as well, because Jim was getting people onto stuff as well as John, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks to both of them for doing that.
Yep.
Yeah, brilliant. No, it was absolutely superb. Right, I was going to do something. I got an email. So Jerry Johnson said we should call fingering hoe fungering hoe.
Oh, do you know, that's not bad.
That's not bad. I quite like that.
It's quite good.
That was better than my fungi gag at the beginning, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Right, tomorrow, no fungi. Okay.
Oh no, there's got to be fungi. We've got to keep up the momentum now.
All right. Okay. Tomorrow, just fungi. No, maybe not. Okay, a mixture of fungi and birds. We'll look for fungi there tomorrow. We'll see if we can find some more fungi for you fungi lovers out there. Excellent. All right.
Yep.
I don't know what's going on anymore. What's happening?
Are we lack of sleep?
Shall we share some pictures from people that are sane and have sent us some? Hold on a second. Hang on. Here we go. Right, viewers' pictures. So, first up, we have from Frankie. And Frankie sent in some pictures from today, and that's right behind my camera, but I think it's a stone chat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, looks like a stone chat. Stone chat?
Yep, stone chat. Yep, male stone chat.
Oh, that's literally all I can see is a camera with little legs on it.
Oh.
And we have, we've got some great crested grebes in their winter plumage. 4 of.
Oh,
Really good.
These must be from Abberton yesterday, weren't they?
Yeah, I think these might be. These are Abberton. These are Abberton yesterday. He's just sent them in tonight. Yeah, so these are from Abberton. So that's the rock pipit from Abberton. Fantastic. And we've got a gull, probably a herring, maybe the size of the bill.
Yeah, I would probably think so.
Could be less a blackback. It's difficult to tell, but one of the larger gulls, I'd say. And the buzzard in a tree that was miles away. So well done for getting that. And a great white egret with a teal and a couple of pintail in the background.
Yeah, that's nice. Well done, Frankie.
Teal in the foreground, 2 pintail with showing their pintails quite nicely. Oh, and then we've got what we've got here: widgeon, pintail. I think it's just widgeon and pintail, isn't it?
Gadwall.
Yeah. Is it gadwall? Hang on.
Underneath the left.
Oh yeah, and on the right hand side, gadwall. Yeah. Got it. Cool. Excellent. And we've got what we've got here: lapwing, teal. Oh, and ruff.
Ruff and a black-tailed godwit.
And a black-tailed godwit. Yes, excellent.
Nice.
And I think we all know what that is. Little owl.
A little wall. Yeah, a little wall.
That was the log pile little owl. And kingfisher as well. Oh, fantastic.
Teal. Yeah.
Thanks for those, Frankie. They're good. And then we've had Glenn Moore sent this in from the Naze, and he said that the bird flew high over the escarpment north and then promptly disappeared. But this is obviously a short-eared owl.
Short-eared owl, nice.
Yes, and we're going to the Naze in Holland. We'll cover that in a minute, but hopefully we can keep our eyes out for these tomorrow. Fingers crossed. And then we've got some pictures from Steve and Elaine from East Tilbury. So there's a picture there of Elaine watching something. Hopefully it's something good. Fingers crossed.
Three foxes, probably.
Maybe. Well, they had 74 species down there today, which is pretty impressive.
Good. And look at that river. It's like a mill pond, like glass.
It's gorgeous. Yeah. Just the colours, the reflections. That's a really nice picture. I like that.
Yeah, I love that. Well done.
Oh, that one's good as well. Blimey. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's just so calm. There's not a ripple at all in that water, is there?
No, not at all. You can see the reflection of the vapor trails, and oh yeah, nice.
Mean, if I said to you which month was that picture taken in, you wouldn't say October.
No, no,
Yeah.
you'd say like May,
Mm,
June.
lovely. The colours as well. Oh, thanks for those. And we've also got some fungi. Excellent. And he said, "Is this ink cap?"
Yes, shaggy
Cool.
ink. Yep,
Shaggy ink cap. Okay, so
yep.
it's shaggy because it's shaggy and you've got ink around the edges. Okay, cool.
It's pretty
Makes
good. Yeah.
sense. Brilliant. Right, and I think that's all from the viewers, unless there's anything been sent in while we've been talking, which
Oh,
I haven't checked tonight. Go on.
just to go back to the fungi, Mark
Hmm.
Nowers, who's the font of all knowledge to do with all that sort of stuff. He said if
Okay.
the on the parasol mushroom, if the stem has a snake-like pattern, snake skin pattern, it's good to eat.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So we go back and have a look.
So if you
Go
get
on.
a second, and I'll come
A
back to
minute.
the chat in a minute. So
Yeah, go on. Oh, you know what? I'm such an idiot. I've labelled all the photos and put them in folders. So I've got Mel's folders, Neil's folders, the viewers folder, and then my folder. Guess what I've called it?
no idea.
Aberton.
Yeah. You need a
Seriously,
cup. You need some coffee.
I think I need a cup of coffee. Yeah. So what did he say about the stem?
So if it's got a snake-like pattern on it, snake skin pattern.
Well, it has a bit, hasn't it? A little bit.
No, down there looks good.
Hmm.
Yeah, okay. I'll let you add that for your fry up.
Yeah, that could have been my dinner tonight. Oh, if only I'd known. You know what? I think even if I foraged, I wouldn't want to take something as beautiful as that. It was just stunning. Loved it.
And
Right.
apparently, Jim Hume said apparently the coral tooth fungus is edible as well.
Ah, okay. Well, don't eat it because it's rare.
Oh,
So
and Jim's
leave that one.
Jim's also said it looks like you're having fun, guys.
Oh,
Wasn't going to
okay.
read it out, to be honest. And then, yeah, a couple more things just before we go on. Neil Sumner said Neil's just messaged in to say at Bowers Marsh they met Graham Oakes had also seen Bitten this morning. So,
Oh, wow. Cool.
and then Claire and Chris have just messaged in
Excellent.
saying hello everyone. Thank you for a great weekend bird watching. So
Brilliant.
amazing. Glad you enjoyed it.
Good stuff. No, thank you so much for coming. It was really nice to meet you both, and it was nice to see new faces and people who are genuinely enthusiastic about getting involved. So thanks for coming. Right, I'm going to load up a couple of screens here in the background quickly. So that's that one. So we're going to talk about what's going on tomorrow.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Right. Okay. So let me find that screen as well. Hold on a second. And there we go. Oops. So, in fact, I think I'm going to go to this one. Hold on. Sorry about this.
It's all right. You take your time, mate.
Normally I've got all these saved and prepared, but it's a bit of a rush this weekend. But it's always good fun. I always really enjoy it.
Yeah.
And the other thing I really enjoy as well is when we start the weekend, I look back at your pictures of you, and you look quite fresh. And then by this point, you're looking quite tired. It's like one of those. If I take frames from the videos, I could make one of those little flick books. Do you remember in the corner where you used to flick and
Yeah.
change? It'd be you going from fresh face to really
I'll be
tired.
like
Yeah,
that. Like,
yeah. Oh, right. Okay. So tomorrow, do you want to talk through what's going on tomorrow?
yeah. So on the original, we spoke about this on Friday.
Yeah.
On our original program, we had a sea watching event tomorrow morning, but due to the sad passing away of Paul Brayshaw, who was leading that with us, um, we've decided to cancel that event. So you know,
Yeah.
we thought it was
No,
the right thing to do.
absolutely the right thing to hopefully everyone understands. But yeah, we've cancelled the Frinton watch, so we're going to go straight to the Nays, aren't we?
Yep. So we're going to be at the Nays. So Walton on the Nays. So northeast corner of Essex. For those who don't know it, excellent migration spot. We're going to be there at 9:30 in the car park. Directions are on the screen. Postcodes on the screen. CO14 8LE, and great mixture of habitats. We've got sea, cliffs, salt marsh, scrub, trees, you name it, the Nays has got it. And as you saw from the picture a minute ago, Glenn had a short-eared owl today, but there were hawfinches yesterday. There's firecrest, brambling, lots of good birds there at the moment. So
Yeah. And
fingers
hopefully,
crossed we can find some.
do you know what time high tide is tomorrow? I can't remember.
Don't, but it was probably be 9, 10 o'clock tomorrow.
Okay, so we
9 o'clock maybe.
hopefully we should catch stuff on the beach as well, because we're going to probably walk through, go down to the escarpment for anyone that knows the area, and we can then scan the salt marsh, which is where you might get shorted out if they're around, or possibly merlin. Had a merlin there a week or so ago, 10 days ago, um,
Yep.
and we should get some waders on the beach as well. There's almost definitely going to be sandling there. We might catch
Yep.
bartail gobbet if we're lucky, and other
High
bits
tide,
and pieces.
high tide is at 7:50 tomorrow.
Okay, so there should be hopefully plenty on the beach to look at. Which
Yep.
good.
So the
Yep.
tide should be dropping. Yeah, we'll be fine. Yeah.
Yep. Good. Yeah, and then in the afternoon, so we're going to stay there till about 12:30. It's about a 15-20 minute drive from the Naze to Holland Haven. So we're going to start there at 1:30. Gives everyone time to get a bit of lunch at the Naze Centre if they wish to. And then we're going to go across to Holland Haven. And Holland Haven is really good this time of year, isn't it?
Yeah, again, another prime site on the Essex coast. And again, if you've not been there before, lovely mixture habitat. Got a nice freshwater scrape. You've got reed beds. You've got coastal, beaches, the sea, scrub.
Mm.
Yeah,
Um,
good area.
And that little bird down the bottom is one of the birds that Holland Haven is known for. So there's a chance tomorrow. There was one when we were there a couple of weeks ago, wasn't there?
Yep.
So, we might see purple sandpiper tomorrow for those that maybe haven't seen purple sandpiper before. And there's a fantastic scrape, so we'll have a good old look at the scrape. Often you get avocet and snipe. Sometimes you get jack snipe. We had water rail there last time. We had a couple, in fact, didn't we? And
Yep.
I think, was there a short-eared owl there today at Holland?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. So again, it's chance of shorted owl, chance of marsh harrier, peregrine. So lots and lots of birds that we could see there as well. So I think between both sites, you've got such a good mixture of birds habitat. We've got the chance of seeing some really, really good stuff tomorrow, I think.
And that's it then. Then our BCBW24 week is done.
Yeah, it will be, unfortunately. Although people can still put their sightings in. So I think we're going to leave the sightings portal open for a few days. We normally do, because I know I'm a little bit behind with mine, and I think you probably are too, aren't you?
A little bit, yes.
Yeah. So we're going to leave that open. Now, you can, hang on a minute, I just want to make sure. Oh, got to get the right one here. Hold on. Sorry, I've got the same thing open twice. So I'm just going to kill one of them. Bear with me. Get rid of that.
Just check them.
Yeah, so hold on. Here we go. That's the one. Right. So what I've done this evening, because somebody today was saying that they couldn't see how to look at the status screen, the summary of what's been seen so far.
Yep.
So can you see the share screen here?
Hold on, sorry, I'm just reading the chat. Sorry.
Sorry, Steve.
No,
Okay.
fine. You carry on. Yes, all good. Yep, I can see it.
Okay, so basically, hang on a minute. This is going to go wrong again. Hold on, just 1 second. Let me kill this because I want to show what I've done. Hold on.
Okay.
Go on, you want to go through chat? Go through chat.
Yeah, I'll go through the chat. So Mark says he doesn't think there's much room for any more jokes.
Oh my God.
No,
Right.
like, literally, I think everyone's. Yeah, there was 2 short-eared owls reported at Tollsbury Wick today.
Okay.
And then, yeah, so tomorrow if there's parking charges at the Naze and Holland Haven if you park in the main car parks.
Yep.
So you can pay by phone or cards. I think I don't know if you can take cash. I'm just reading this.
It's normally on the phone now, isn't it? On the apps and stuff, or contactless.
Yeah, I think it's contactless or phone.
Yep. So bring your card, bring your phone.
And then Mike O'Hanlon said we've had a small flock of bearded tits at Holland Haven over the last few days.
Oh, that's good. Oh,
so that's
crossed.
Good. Yep, fingers crossed. Yep. So that's it so far from me.
See if we can get more than the 8 Neil had in this picture. See if we can get 9 or something. That'd be good. Right. Okay. So let me just share this. Hopefully that's going to work now. Can you see that?
Yep.
Okay. Right. So on our home screen here, we've got two two screens on the front here, both to do with Big County Birdwatch. If you click on the left-hand one, then you have options on here to see the playlist for the shows. That was one question I was asked. So you can now click up here, and it will go through to the YouTube playlist. Hopefully it'll be able to do it on here. Oh, hang on a minute. There we go. Right. So they're all on there. So the ones that we've done are on there. Obviously this is tonight, and then tomorrow's one is just there. So that's hopefully a nice, easy way for people to find the shows. And then if you click on the other link, you can see the status page for what's been seen so far. So you can see on here, there's been a total entries of sightings of 45. We've had locations, where are we? Crikey. 14 different locations so far. Species, what do you reckon we're on? Have a guess.
130.
130, let's have a look. 125, not bad. 125
not bad.
species so far, that's good. And then you've got the entries on here, and you can see who's seen what and where and so on and so forth. So it's all on here. We're going to keep it updated as much as we can in the background, but people can now check this from the main website by clicking the left screen here. The right screen has got a load of blurb, including all the walks and so forth. But the reason I'm showing you this is if you want to put your sightings on, you can put your sightings on by clicking just here. So there's a dedicated BCBW24 portal, and you can just click here, go to it, pop where you're birding, the date, the time from and until, and then you can just either scan down and fill in all the boxes for the species, or I find it quicker to search in here. And just to remind you, I know I did it last night, but for anyone that wasn't watching, type in the species name, put in the amount you saw, then go back to the species box, delete the name from there, and then type in the new species that you saw, find it in the boxes here, and then put your quantity in here. Once you've done all of that, you can then go through to the next screen. I won't do this because I don't want it to go live on there, but you click next, and then you put in your name and your email address, and then your sightings are logged. So yeah, hopefully that's quite straightforward. So that's all on the front page of the website now.
Yep, brilliant. Well done, Matt. That's really good.
Good. For anyone that doesn't follow us, if you want to go again to the front page of the website, ebws.org.uk, and down the very bottom, there's actually a little tab. I'll show you quickly because I've got the screen up. Sorry about all this sharing, but right down the bottom, put in your email address here. That's all we need. We don't need your name. Although if you're called Claire and Chris, it would be useful if you put your name in because I did forget them. But put your email in here, hit subscribe, and then we'll keep you updated of all the things that we're doing. So there was a lady called Gillian, I think, who came all the way from Sussex for the last 2 days. If she's watching and wants to know what we're up to, if she logs in, puts her name into there, we'll keep you informed of everything that's going on.
Yep, brilliant.
Good.
Steve Spinach just asked Matt whether do records entered in the traditional way, like if you're logged in as a record, logged into the website, add to the BCBW list.
Right, so if you go to the normal records button at the top of the screen, you've got the choice of either doing BCBW records or normal records. Now, if you do normal records, they won't appear on the BCBW status screen. But if you do put your BCBW records in, they will be fed through to Mick. So he will get them all. So if you want to be included in the weekend's totals, use the BCBW portal, and the sightings will still go through to the county recorder as normal. Yeah.
Thanks, Matt. Brilliant.
Thanks,
you,
Steve.
And the high tide tomorrow is 7:51.
Oh, okay, cool.
So that's...
Don't forget, we've got some.
I think I mentioned that a minute ago, didn't I?
You did. Yeah, you're very tired, aren't you?
Sorry, I forgot.
That's all right.
Sorry.
Oh, that's all right. I thought we were at Abington all day, so you've got no need to apologise at all. We've got some thank yous to do. Do you want me to run through them, or do you want to? I've got a list.
No, you can, because you've probably got them written down.
I've got a list. Yeah, I've got a list. So I wanted to say, in no particular order at all, thanks to Jerry Johnson, because he came along to Fingering Hoe today and bought a lot of stuff with him, loads of books that had been donated. He bought some fantastic nest boxes that had been made by a gentleman called Lee Bennett. So massive thank you to Lee for making the nest boxes. No sooner had we bought them in from Jerry's car, I went out and bought the next thing in, which was some books, came back in, and I think they'd all been sold. They were really, Really
Yep.
good little nest boxes. So thank you so much for those, Lee. And yeah, Jerry bought lots and lots of books as well that have been recently donated to us. So thanks to Jerry for doing all of that and bringing all the bits and bobs and for being there and for coming.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you to Annette because Annette manned your stall for the morning, didn't she? So really
She did.
appreciate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
And equally thanks to Tim Hayward for doing the same thing for the EBS stall. So he manned the stall in the morning, and then Jerry did the same thing for the afternoon. We've already mentioned John Norgate, but again, big up finding the osprey. I think that's worth a double mention, definitely. Thanks to the Paul Everett because Paul bought some bits and bobs. So for anyone that didn't know, we had our stands at Fingering Hoe today. We had a big EBS stand, and Steve, you had your stand there as well. And lots of people helped with the EBS stand, including Paul Everett. So thanks for doing that. Last but not least, thank you hugely to Claire and all the staff at EWT Fingering Hoe for looking after us so well.
Yeah.
They were brilliant. They're friendly, they're welcoming. There was loads of food.
Hey, that was
Yeah,
good.
yummy cakes. So yeah, that was really good. Big thanks to Chris Watson Lee, if he's
Yep.
watching, and even if he's not watching, thanks to Chris Watson Lee. He works for Essex Libraries, and he was really instrumental in helping us get the posters round 20 of the biggest libraries in the county. So much appreciated, Chris. Thank you. And finally, thanks to Sarah Henson Webb.
Mm.
Yes, because what did we get stuff today?
You and I were both we both had a little box of chocolates each
Yes,
for like doing the walks and stuff. So
we
that was
did.
so kind, Sarah. Thank you so much.
Very kind. Thank you. Mine are currently in the
I haven't
fridge.
eaten them yet, have you?
Yeah, no, mine are in the fridge at the moment, and they're kind of cooling down because I like chocolate really cold. So as soon as we finish this, which is going to be in about 3 minutes, I'm going to stop.
I'm saving mine.
I'm on my own tonight as well. Tina's in Hungary, so I can eat as many chocolates as I want tonight. I'm not going to get told off.
Brilliant.
So if I turn up tomorrow and I'm like this, oh, fantastic! Yeah, no, thanks to everyone. If I've missed anyone, apologies, but yeah, it was a really good day. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Great stuff.
fantastic.
And obviously, thanks to you for your super spotting skills, of course, mate, as
Oh,
always.
and to you as well. And to you as well. Yeah.
We've got a video. We've got a video.
Good. I don't think we've got anything else in the chat, Matt. So
Oh, okay, right. Let me see if I can find it. So, well, do you want to do a video intro, Steve, while I'm faffing around?
I've no idea what the video is. We don't
No,
know what
right.
it
I
is.
haven't looked at it yet, but you know who it's from.
So our good friend John Ward. So if you watch our usual Birds of Essex show, you will be very familiar with John's mindful moments. Amazing videos, and also John's a really nice guy. So yeah, John has done us a special video. It could all go horribly wrong. We don't know what's on it.
We've got no idea what's. I'll tell you what, I would absolutely wet myself if it was like 3 minutes of fungi. That would be amazing. That would be the best thing ever. Right, hang on, here we go. Right, are we ready?
Yeah, go for it. It's not
I'm
fun,
going to turn the camera off and I'm going to turn my audio off, and we'll enjoy this for 2 minutes, and then we'll be back very quickly to say goodbye because we're just over the hour again. So see you in a minute.
See you in a minute. Oh man.
That's
How,
amazing.
how,
I can't stop the screen share. Hang on a minute. There we go.
oh,
Wow.
and wow. Did you put that together from today?
I don't know. And also, I mean, I was quite pleased I managed to get a picture of the Osprey. You got a video of it.
I know, I know, I know. It was just amazing.
Brilliant.
Oh,
Absolutely
well,
brilliant. Well done,
thank
John.
you, John.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks for
Yeah.
that. Hope everyone enjoyed that. To be fair, what we should have done really is we should have just put that on loop for an hour and just muted our cameras. And I'm sure people would have enjoyed that far more than us blabbering away. Maybe obviously had Mel and Neil on at the beginning and then just played John's video for 40 minutes. Crikey.
Oh,
Oh, so
I love
good.
it. I
So
love it.
good. Thanks, John.
Oh,
Right.
well, we're there, aren't we? We've gone
One
up.
more day.
We're
One more
overrun
day.
a bit. Time to go to
Yep.
bed.
Yep.
Ready to start our walks tomorrow.
Cool. I think we've got some thank yous in there. We've got thanks from Steve Swinney saying he's going to use the BCBW portal. Thanks, Steve.
Oh,
John Norgate said thanks to you both for all your hard work this weekend. Much appreciated. Well, thanks to you, John, for everything today. Sarah Henson Webb, all my pleasure, Matt and Steve. What a great morning, birding. Thanks for your hard work and continuing enthusiasm. Well, it is fueled by Ferrero Rocher. So there you go. Thank you very much indeed. We're going to be able to keep going for tomorrow now.
and Nescafe.
Martin Gathercole, great video, John. I would absolutely echo that. Michael Goodchild, great video. Thanks for a great day at EWT fingering her, Matt and Steve. See you at the days tomorrow. Oh, good.
Day
Excellent.
off then.
Yeah,
Well
he said he
done,
might be able to come. Oh, that's good. Look forward to seeing you, Michael. John Norgate, yeah, brilliant, John. So yeah, I would agree with that 100%. Super video. Nicholas Warner, wow, that's enough to make a grown man cry. Well, you know what? That osprey, the first bit he got was good, and then he had it even bigger. And I was like,
I know. It's like, how do you
okay.
manage that?
And Steve Swinney, finally, fabulous. We captured and edited. Can't be long until an osprey becomes a breeding species in Essex again. Well, we actually talked about that, didn't we, briefly?
Did yesterday, yeah.
It's a good chance, I think. Really good chance. And very finally, John Clark, thanks for the walk today. See you tomorrow at the Naze.
Oh, fantastic. Thanks, John.
Good.
Thanks, Charlie, as
Good.
well, coming on stage.
Yes, definitely. Right, I think that's it. We're
Right,
good.
brilliant.
I'm going to
Right.
check the emails very quickly, and there are no more emails, so I haven't forgotten to do that. So yeah, thanks to everyone. Thanks for watching tonight. Thanks for coming to all the walks, and yeah, see you tomorrow.
We'll see some of you tomorrow at 9:30 at the Naze.
Yes, 9:30 at the Naze. Be there or be somewhere else. Okay.
Let's finish the BCBW24 with like something good.
Definitely. That sounds good to me. Right. See you all later. Take
Good night,
care.
everybody. See you
Good
tomorrow.
night. Good night. Good
Night-night.
night.